Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Alex Japan. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a really good Christmas. And yeah, celebrating. I'm obviously not filming this on New Year's, but I'm going to put it out on New Year's Eve. So I know a lot of you are probably just going to be at home, you know, staying safe. So if this video entertains you and improves your new year at all, then that makes me happy. So cheers. Because on actual New Year, I'm going to be working, so I'm going to be spending New Year's alone in a hotel. But it means I get to celebrate tonight with some really nice rum that I got for Christmas. So thanks to my brother Mark for that. And it's Old Grog for those who are interested. Super nice. Okay, so like I usually do every year, I usually like to make the last video or the first video of the new year just my top 5 Japanese albums of the year. So this year obviously being 2021. And there's been some great new music this year. Been pretty spoilt for choice, obviously because of COVID. Everyone's been writing, recording, and not touring, so this is why we're seeing such an influx in releases and things like that, which is awesome. I'm not complaining. It would be nice to get out and see these groups live though. So yeah, hopefully next year we'll see some improvements with that. But for now, let's go through my top 5 Japanese albums of 2021. And like I always say, these are just my personal picks. These are just my favorites. Not saying these are the best, it's all subjective. So as always, please let me know what your top albums are of the year, because I would really like to know. And I hope some of you, you might find some new artists from this video as well. So it's win-win. Okay, so this was a hard list to put together just because there has been so many amazing releases, but I will just do a top 5 and I'll give an honorable mention to another new group that has just come on the radar and released a really awesome album. So stick around after the number 1 and I'll give the honorable mention then. Okay, so coming in at number 5, this was an album that I was eagerly anticipating. I already did a review of this earlier in the year, so you might have guessed already. But yeah, phenomenal artist in her own right. So here we go. This is number 5. So there we go, that was Fami with her debut album, the Graduation album. So those of you keeping up with the channel, you might have seen my review of that album. But just to quickly recap, Fami started on YouTube as a bass player, doing covers, and pretty much skyrocketed to popularity. And is now being endorsed by Bacchus Guitars, has her own signature bass, which you would have seen in that video, and has just released her first solo album, and that's her singing as well. So yeah, very, very talented individual. Cannot wait to see what she does in the future. She's absolutely phenomenal in my book. But the album is just such a great mix of different styles and genres and just amazing bass playing all the way through, and just such an interesting compilation of work. And she has some amazing musicians playing on the album as well. So yeah, it's a great album, and I really encourage you to check it out. It is on Spotify now. So definitely go check it out. And that's Fami and the Graduation album. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is an album that was very highly anticipated from a lot of you, I know, me as well. And it finally came out not too long ago, and yeah, it's a very good album. So here we go. This is number 4.
Keep on rising up, you can run the away. You make it the harder you will rebel to the sun. Come on back and come on fast. But smile on this baby, you can do it right. 瞳重なり合い視界に入るのと歪め
Okay, that was number 4, and of course, yes, that was Nemophila with their debut album, Revive. So obviously Nemophila, we all know them, we all love them. They've been recording and releasing stuff, you know, since the get-go, really. But we've been anticipating a full-length album, which we finally got a few weeks ago now, or a couple of weeks ago. Seems, yeah, not too long ago. And yeah, it's a great album. I absolutely love it. I don't think there's a single bad song on the album. I do like the new stuff. I know some people were not too thrilled with the singles like Hypnosis and Revive and stuff. But yeah, I really like those 2 songs. I think they're excellent. My only gripe with the album is that I don't actually have the physical copy, so I can't check the credits. But I know that a lot of the songs, well, most of the songs that were recorded previously were not written by them, with the exception of the lyrics and stuff. But musically, the only one that any of them had a hand in really was Monsters, and that was co-written by Saki. The rest were written by a third party. So including those songs on the album, I just felt like they should, I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of when bands re-record things to like fit them on like an album. I feel once you record something, then it should stay the way it is. Unless, you know, it's really bad. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel I was looking forward to like a whole new set of songs. But you know, if I take the album as a whole and just sort of try and forget that those songs that they included from the previous release, you know, are on it, then yeah, the album is fantastic. But yeah, I would be interesting to know what the credits were songwriting wise for the new songs. So when I do get my physical copy in January, I'll be checking that out. If any of you guys do have the physical copy, you could let me know which songs they wrote themselves and which they didn't. But yeah, I think it's an absolutely fantastic debut album, and yeah, who knows what the future holds for this band. I do know that it's going to be a bright future, and I really hope to see them live over here very soon, and I'm sure they will be touring that when they can. So I'm sure many of you probably thought that that was going to place higher in the list. But as I say, it is a fantastic album. It's just, I just wasn't a fan of them including the older songs. And also what I thought was weird was that they re-recorded some but didn't re-record others. They just sort of remastered them. So yeah, I feel like they should have maybe just re-recorded all of them if they were going to do that. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I'd like to hear yours. What do you think? Let me know down below.
Son!
Okay, moving on to number 3. And this album was a surprise find at the time. Came out earlier this year. And yeah, just been kind of listening to it ever since. And this band have also picked up a lot of attention through reaction channels and stuff like that. So that's all good. And yeah, here we go. This is number 3. Okay, so that was my number 3 pick. Of course, that was Hanabi with their album Girls Reform Manifest. Debut album again. These are all debut albums so far. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm wearing my Hanabi shirt today. Felt like an orange day today. And yeah, just I was so impressed with this album. I just think for those group of girls, you know, just young girls doing what they do to like bring that out is just like phenomenal. And yeah, I really do think that they're going to be big, and I just think for like a debut album effort, I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. You know, if I take myself back to being like that age, and like, you know, just if I was to come out with something like that, it's almost like, you know, I wouldn't, if I'd have brought something like that out and I went back to tell myself that I'd done that, I definitely wouldn't have believed it, because like I think they've done such a phenomenal job. I do feel like they have had a lot of help, obviously, from having a really amazing producer. I can't remember his name, but the drummer from Crystal Lake, he is like phenomenal. And yeah, so, you know, kudos to him for making that sound, because the sound of the album is like phenomenal. The production is just like absolutely pristine. Guitar sound is like crushing. Everything is just badass, crushing, amazing. So yeah, I cannot wait for album number 2. I know that they're working on new material right now. So yeah, I am super excited to what the future holds for Hanabi. I pronounced it right that time. Sorry, always pronounce it wrong. Hanabi. So yeah, amazing album. Go check it out if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, it's well deserved number 3 spot. Okay, so coming in at number 2, this was definitely one of the highlights of the year for me. Just from like the first single that was released to the second single to the album, it's all just been amazing, mind-blowing. And yeah, here we go.
I wish I could steer the world to harmony. 人の心がもし透けて見えたのなら世界はとても美しい。心 はワンダラララセットボタンで消しちゃいましょうこのゲームもう一度ネガティブがアクティブ
Okay, so that was number 2. That was Gakaric Spin and their self-titled album. And yeah, what can I say about this? This is just like I'm still in disbelief about how amazing the songwriting and just skill level is on this album. You know, Angie's fairly new to the band. You know, she was on the last album, but I feel like on this album she's really become like a proper member of the band, and the band are all the better for it because I think she's absolutely phenomenal as a front person for the band, and I think that's what they needed. I think this lineup is the lineup that's gonna make them and hopefully break them overseas as well. I really do hope so, because I think they're just like phenomenal. I think it's actually a crime that they haven't you know, broken out of Japan really. I don't really understand why, because they're just so good, and this album just proves it. The song's Mindset and I Wish, and there's just so many good songs on this album. You really need to check it out if you haven't already. I really encourage you to, because just, you know, just the musicianship and just everything that goes into the arrangements and the songwriting and everything, it's just so good, so good. So yeah, I had to give this the number 2. It just blows my mind when I listen to it, and just phenomenal band, and yeah, just cannot wait to see them live. So yep, well deserved number 2 spot. Okay, so that brings us to number 1, and yes, you know it already, so here we go. I'm not going to say anything else. This is the number 1.
試行錯誤で伝わば命を燃やせ奇跡描くまで Never ending 世界に向かいもっと歌って Take over the world 学び倒せしかも先続き届いて高鳴りとは言えないほど響くまだやめてくれるね Body Deeply 放ってくんだ目閉じて無限を過ごしてる消さって時間を止めて Stop
There we go. That was number 1. It was Band-Maid, obviously. Unseen World. What can I say? Absolute masterpiece. You know, I feature Band-Maid a lot on this channel, and you know, they are like one of my favorite groups, but you know, if there was another album that like was better than that, I would have, you know, obviously picked that. But they did release the best album this year, you know, by a long shot. I feel it's their best album. I feel they have captured the perfect balance between their old style and this like kind of new, more progressive style that they're going after. You know, it's just to see the evolution of this band is just something really special, and yeah, you really feel it on this album. It's like I said, it really is a masterpiece. All the members have improved their game musicianship wise, especially Miku. What I love most about this album compared to the other ones is there's the amount of dedicated twin guitar parts that there are. You know, if you listen to the first album, even World Domination as well, there wasn't a whole lot of there was literally just maybe one guitar part, and then there would be a guitar over the solo and stuff. There wasn't really a whole lot of different stuff going on, but with this album there's like a definite, you know, guitar 1 and guitar 2, you know, guitar 1 obviously being Miku, guitar 2 Konami. And just having that ability to do that has just, you know, just opened up a whole new world for them sonically. So again, yeah, just so impressive. Just to pick out a few favorite songs, Manners, Giovanni, Warning, just yeah, mind-blowing, amazing. I can't wait to get into the songs to cover that I really want to cover. I am working on the next one, which is I Still Seek Revenge, which is probably my least favorite on the, even though it's amazing, it's just not guitar wise, there isn't like a whole lot to it. That song's really more about the bass. So I will do it. It's just not the one I was looking forward to doing the most. But you know, I did say I was going to do the whole album. However long it takes me, I will do it. So yeah, we're getting on with it. It does have a really awesome solo, so that's something to challenge me. So that's great. Yeah, I can't really say enough good things about this album. It's just genius, and I know a lot of you feel the same. So it had to be number one, and yeah, just I can't wait to see what they do next. You know, we all know that whatever they do is going to be amazing. So yeah, we'll just have to see, and yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing them live next year too. So fingers crossed. Okay, guys, so that was my top 5 albums for 2021. Before we go, just want to give a quick honorable mention to an artist group that I found really recently, and they've just released their debut album. And they're like an all-girl sort of Japanese rap group, which some of you might find like interesting that I would have picked something like that. But I do really like Japanese rap, but it has to be a very specific type. I'm very picky. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this group. So here we go. This is Dope-chan.
を抜いて反射で位置させてくれ合図はコンに所属意志ある森がよ貼り付けん代表情くぐら空気を見た文言超新型サンドもうきながサンゴさっきタイムラインや本気の範囲出すスピード構想新年知事待ち歩いてるとこの時間結構統計しだけリンゴ待ち新作のコスメを見もせずにカートになるだけ好かれ誰かに潜る姿が何変われるまであれこれどれまでにガスがする
So there we go. That was a bit of Dope-chan. Just took some tracks that were on the album itself. The album's called Blindness. It's on Spotify and everything. You'll find it. I'll put some links to the YouTube. You should be able to find it from there. But yeah, I really love this album. It's great. It's so chilled. I just like to put it on, you know, while I'm relaxing. And I feel like the 3 girls that are part of the group are super talented. And yeah, again, I look forward to seeing what they do in the future. And yeah, it was a surprise for me. I didn't expect to like it so much, and yeah, I hope you guys like it too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a really nice new year, and I hope 2022 is a good year for all of us. You know, I know that there's been some really crap stuff happened this year. You know, I'm sure everyone's had their hardships. I definitely have. But yeah, let's just look towards the future and be positive. And yeah, just keep listening to Japanese music, and you know, it's just gonna make us all happier. So cheers, guys. Happy New Year. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.